Hello to everyone. Do you know we become older? I came back to my forest in 2019 because of the COVID-19. At the end of 2019, I came back from Haganayo and the summer retreat to my forest. I just want to say I am not interested in anything other than Dhamma and Vinaya. I just want to repeat it again. I'm not interested in anything other than Dhamma and Vinaya. My life is Dhamma Vinaya. Dhamma Vinaya is my life since I became a monk. And without Dhamma Vinaya, life of monk is almost in vain. Life of monk is almost zero. Life of monk is almost meaningless without Dhamma and Vinaya. Therefore, I have kept practicing the Dhamma Vinaya since I became a monk. I have held a slogan. Dhamma Vinaya is my life. As long as I am existing, Dhamma Vinaya should exist with me. As long as I'm existing, Dhamma Vinaya should existing with me. And without Dhamma Vinaya, what can I do? What shall I do in the monastic life? Therefore, I have observed the Dhamma Vinaya and kept practicing the Dhamma Vinaya since I became a monk. At the same time, I wanted to take care of the entire humanity. I care for the entire humanity. I wanted to take care of the entire humanity to keep them happier and spiritually. To keep them happier spiritually. And my role of Sangha. In the monastic life, the meditation is the most important. The meditation means the attention, the awareness, the understanding that is kept on. The mind-body connection. That's particularly the mindfulness meditation is famous in these days and all over the world. There's so many educated and scholars and philosophers and social psychologists and scientists alike practicing this mindfulness meditation. And what I'm teaching is mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. In my experience that I've studied in the Buddhist scriptures and the Mahagandaya monastery, without the mindfulness alone is not enough. As long as the mindfulness is not joined together with vipassana meditation, that is not enough. This is the reason that my technique that I'm teaching and sharing with the people is mindfulness-based vipassana meditation, inside the country and abroad. I care for everyone. I love entire humanity. I just want to make everyone happy and happier if it is possible. I just want to keep everyone safe and secure, mentally and physically, by understanding what life is. What life is means. To understand what life is means, to understand the Dhamma. The Dhamma is life, and life is Dhamma. They are not separated because according to the teaching of Buddha, life itself is Dhamma. Life is called Dhamma because life is composed of mind and matter. That mind and matter can be divided into 5 aggregates. The aggregates of matter, the aggregate of consciousness, the aggregate of perception, the aggregate of feeling, the aggregate of formation. Therefore, life itself is called Dhamma. Dhamma is life. That life should be developed. That life should be upgraded. That life should be updated by observing moral quality and spiritual quality, morality, concentration, and wisdom. These threefold taught by the Buddha is the application to upgrade the life, what is called Dhamma. So Dhamma itself is called life. This is what the Buddha taught, not my philosophy. And therefore, I cherish the Dharma. I try to practice the Dharma, to understand the Dharma, to understand life. The key word is attention. You have to switch on attention. Just observe, keep observing what's going on inside yourself. And this is the way that you try to understand what life is and what Dharma is. Dharma is not religion, actually. Dharma is not religion. Dharma is like life itself. Whether you believe in any God, whether you follow any religion, no matter, you yourself is Dharma. There are 5 aggregates: perception, you perceive, and feeling, you feel, and thinking, consciousness, you think, and formation, you form with mental concomitants. And also the physical aggregate, that is moving, sharing, touching, tasting, these physical aggregate, right? So according to the Buddha's teaching, you yourself is the Dharma. To understand the Dharma, you have to switch on attention. Just keep observing. What's going on inside yourself. What you're thinking, without thought, you can exist. What you feel, without feeling, can you exist? You perceive, without perception, can you exist? Without emotion, can you exist? That you can ask. And you have to just observe all of them. You have to observe all of them. Keep observing. Simply to understand who you are and what Dharma is. I understand life is Dharma, and Dharma is life as well. To understand that life is Dharma, switch on attention, just keep observing. Keep on attention on whatever rises and passes away within yourself. And this is called meditation. Meditation is observing whatever rises and passes away within yourself by following Eightfold Noble Path. Eightfold Noble Path means right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right concentration, right effort, and right mindfulness. These are the Eightfold Noble Path. And this is Dharma. This Dharma must be updated. This Dharma, life as Dharma, must be updated by practicing moral quality, the quality of concentration, and the quality of attention, and the quality of wisdom. This is what we have to do. And therefore, the Dharma, the moral quality is vinaya, according to the Buddha's teaching. Moral quality for the monks is vinaya, discipline, monastic code, and disciplinary rules and regulations. The monk should be updated every day. The monk should be upgraded every day by practicing moral quality, monastic codes, disciplinary rules and regulations. Without that monastic codes and disciplinary rules and regulations, disciplines, vinaya, life of monk is almost nothing. Because when you put on all of those disciplinary rules and regulations, monastic code, you will call a monk. Otherwise, why you call a monk? Right? So, moral quality is the first thing that is the most important, to update Dharma, life. And updating the life with the moral quality, updating life, Dharma, moral quality, your life becomes enhanced, your life becomes developed, your life becomes qualified. The quality of life becomes higher by updating moral quality, by updating your life with the moral quality. Therefore, my slogan that I have held since I became a monk is, as long as I exist, Dharma should exist. As long as I exist, Vinaya should exist. As long as I'm existing, Dharma and Vinaya should exist. This is my slogan. And I'm not interested in anything other than Dharma and Vinaya. As a monk, I am not interested in anything other than Dharma and Vinaya as a monk. As a monk, what shall I be interested in? If I'm not interested in Dharma and Vinaya. As a monk, what shall I be interested in if I'm not interested in Dharma and Vinaya? This is the quality of monk. If you are interested in Dharma and Vinaya, if you are trying to update every day with the Dharma and Vinaya, you're qualified. Your quality of life is really high and higher and respectable. It should be respected by everyone who respects the Buddha's teaching. So I want to repeat it again. I am not interested in anything other than Dhamma, Vinaya as a monk. I just want to repeat it again. I am not interested in anything other than Dhamma and Vinaya. The slogan I have held since I became a monk is, as long as I'm existing, Dhamma should exist with me. Vinaya should exist with me. Dhamma and Vinaya should exist with me as long as I'm existing in the monastic life. And this is the way that I'm going. Of course, I love everyone, I care for everyone. This is the reason I just want to take care of the entire humanity by serving, teaching the Dharma, teaching particularly mindfulness meditation. What is these days is like an antidote, a remedy or medication to release people from their daily stress. Stress is really dangerous. Stress is dangerous and silent killer. That brings a lot of problems to your life. If you can deal with the stress, if you can keep the stress away from your life, and you will be healthy. Mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation is the technique that ensure you can keep yourself away from the stress. Mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation is the technique that can ensure you can keep yourself away from stress, daily stress and strains. These days, it is mindfulness meditation practices supported by scientists, upgraded by scientists. Therefore, everybody can practice this mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation. In my understanding, that mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation is simply the technique that can deal with this daily stress of humanity. The stress is really dangerous, We don't know how to deal with it when we are suffering for different problems. Depression, anxiety, diabetes, heart attack. There's so many problems that is brought by stress, daily stress. To deal with that stress, mindfulness is the key word, the key medication. I have practiced this mindfulness for more than 33 decades and have taught people, traveling, teaching people not only in the country but also in abroad since 2014. Now in 2023, I was already invited by the Cambodian people, and I will go to Cambodia and teach this mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation to keep them away from their daily stress. I'm practicing this mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation. So we have to hold together, hand in hand, to deal with the stress of daily life, to keep ourselves healthy and happier than before. Mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation can guarantee that you can be happier when you practice it properly with a good teacher, with an experienced teacher. I am one of the experienced teachers across the world, and not only in Burma, across the world. I have practiced this mindfulness-based Vipassana meditation, living in the forest for almost more than 30 decades. So I have a lot of experiences with the mindfulness meditation in the forest, living alone and dwelling in the forest alone. I just want to share this with the entire world and the entire humanity, to serve my humanity, to keep them happier, to keep them fit, to keep them healthy alive, by practicing this mindful life, mindful living. Just to switch on attention and pay attention to whatever rises and passes away, moment after moment. This mindfulness meditation is perfect. Even you can practice even in the toilet. How nice it is. How nice it is. Finally, you can practice this mindfulness meditation everywhere. If you know the technique, if you are skillful in the technique, how to practice it. Thank you for listening my talk.